Welcome friends. Today we are going to create a virtual machine on Azure cloud environment, and also I will tell you what are the parameters that is required to deploy a virtual machine on cloud, and how we can relate with our on-prem virtual machine, and how it accesses internet on the virtual machine. Okay, so let's we don't need further delay on creating a virtual machine. Let's go and search for the virtual machine. So on Azure global search bar, we can type just virtual machine. There we will be getting this virtual machine, and click on create and select virtual machine. And when we select virtual machine, we have to create one resource group that we do not have as of now. So if you want to deploy any resource in Azure cloud environment under a certain subscription, resource group is mandatory to manage all the resources. So I'm just creating one resource group for this particular video, that is named as YTRG, and the virtual machine name is YT-VM. But I'm going to use the South India is a specific region where I will be using to deploy this virtual machine, which means my virtual machine will be placed at South India data center of Microsoft. Okay, so I'm not using any other parameter, so I'm just using mandatory parameters. That second mandatory parameter is image, that is server 2022, and I am going to create a username for the operating system, that is Windows Server 2022, and that is the username of the virtual machine. And here we can just create one virtual machine. Okay, so we can create next. Disk is not required since it's a new, we need a fresh disk, that it will be automatically selecting. And also you can select a disk type if you want a high speed and low speed, whatever as per your as per your preference you can use, and as per the performance that you would like. So delete the VM, then key management, and these things that we have to select. There you can see. And the next one is the networking, that is very essential. So, and any IaaS resource that we need to deploy on Azure cloud environment, we must have one virtual network. Since we were not having any virtual networks, so it is already creating one virtual network based on artificial intelligence. It is already taken name YTVM VNet. Okay, so I'm taking it by default, not a problem for me. And also, to access a virtual machine, we must have a public interface, public endpoint to access any resource. Just like we have a virtual machine, we have public IP address, public IP address to access our on-prem virtual machine, like a router or ISP IP address. Here it also gives us public IP address, and that for now we do not have any public IP address, so we have to create a new. So YTVM pub IP. I'm giving this one and selecting routing preference as Microsoft network so that it can be faster, and selecting OK, and created one public IP address to access virtual machine, selecting allow select ports and delete public IP address and nick when VM is deleted. So I'm selecting it because I will be deleting after onwards. And we can bind this virtual machine behind a load balancing as well. So as of now, I'm not putting this virtual network behind any load balancing resource. I'm just moving to ahead and review and create. There is nothing need to be configured further. It will take time to final take validation of all the parameters, whether you have set or not, or have you selected properly or not. It will first validate, and based on that parameters and the option that we would have selected, it will be creating a kind of pricing that will be charging to us. So here, as per this virtual machine, it will be charging us 18.6127 Indian rupees per hour. So it is going to charge me. Okay, that I'm already having a free prices provided by the Microsoft. So these are the parameters you can set. If you want to change further, if you do not want to go with that, you can go back and select it. So right now it's everything is seems fine for me, so I'm just creating it. It will take some time to create, so let's wait for that. So here you can see the resource has been deployed and the virtual machine is ready to access. Under the deployment details, you can see these are the resources that will be associated with the virtual machine, and these are the resources that could charge us as well. Okay, so this resource is Microsoft Virtual Machine, and other one is network interface card, that where the IP address will be assigned on, and this is the VNet that is deployed. It doesn't incur any charge and energy, doesn't incur any charge. It is provided by the Microsoft itself, but the public IP creates some charges for us that we have to pay to the Microsoft. However, we do not have to concern about. Let's go to the resource and check whether it is created or not. Right now we are in a virtual machine section. In that virtual machine, I have selected this was our resource, that is YT-VM. You can see we are at the overview section. In left hand side, we can see all the features available for the Azure, provided by the Azure to this virtual machine alone. You can see the virtual machine status is running. It is running in South India, and it has a Windows Server 2022, and the size of the virtual machine is D2S V3, and the public IP address that is assigned on this virtual machine is this. So using this public IP address, I will be taking access of this virtual machine. So let's see if we get if we get access of this machine or not. To take access of this machine, we have to just copy this public IP address and open our remote desktop connection client application in our Windows machine. And then, so I have to select username, and then this one, and this one. Okay. Now you can see the access has already been taken by me. You can see it is accessed now. So this is the way we create our virtual machine on Azure cloud environment. And let me know if you like this video or not. And for your information, you users, that I am going to create a long course for Azure network engineer, that will be helpful for you to learn and compare our legacy network environment with our Azure virtual environment. Okay, so it takes time to run it because it's the first time of the virtual machine that we can see. Okay, so now the virtual machine is ready to serve us. We can see IP address, what IP address it has assigned to it, and then we can further continue our research on it. Okay, takes a lot of time, bro, sometimes. So what is my IP? Let's search for it, and then we are getting, you can see the IP address that is assigned on this virtual machine is this. Whenever I will be requesting to any resource available on the internet, or anywhere on the internet, only this IP will be showing up as a this IP will be showing up as a source machine, and the MAC address that I will be getting for this particular source on any resource that will be available, that must be config, and sorry, ipconfig slash all. There you can see. So this is the MAC address of this virtual machine that is going to be used as a source MAC address if we initiate any traffic from inside this virtual machine. Okay, so this is the way that we can create our virtual machine and use for our rendering, for video rendering, and any kind of R&D. And this is the server. You can run DSCP and DNS server for a testing purpose, and then we can continue further more dig into this Azure cloud. Okay, so we all we just have to do is we need to just care of while deploying this virtual machine, and we do not have to create multiple operation on this Azure environment, because it could go into the failed state. So when it will go into failed state, you can't do anything on this virtual machine but to delete this virtual machine along with all its dependent resource. So at a time we are bound to execute only one command at a single time. If we are using GUI, okay, then only it will be used. Here you can see the private IP address that it is using is virtual network IP address. That virtual network we had created during the creation of the virtual machine. So this is the address space that we had selected. We can select any further address spaces. So I also have created one more video for you that relates our legacy network with cloud environment, how it is differentiating on how we can compare our legacy networking with our cloud networking. So guys, this is the process of the creating virtual machine. You know, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and please like, comment, subscribe, and if you wanna get some more information, then you can contact me or you can comment on the same video. Thank you. Have a good day ahead. Till then, grab the knowledge, apply the knowledge.